welcome back to my channel. Today I have an exciting video for you because I'm going to be showing you the brand new Cricut Foil Transfer system. It's a great way to embellish with ease and give your projects a luxe look and feel. I'm so excited to be one of the first people to get hold of the foil kits, and I'm going to show you everything you need to know in this video on how to get started, how it's used, all the kits that are available on launch, and everything you need to know about using the foil transfer system. So before I get started, if you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and let me know in the comments if you're excited to try out the foils for yourself, or if you have any questions, just let me know. So I'm going to go ahead and get straight on into it because there's a lot to cover in this video. I'm going to start off with some facts and stuff like that about the foil transfer system and how it works, and then I'm going to be showing you a couple of make ideas that you can go away and then start your own projects. So firstly, the foil transfer system can be used on the Cricut Maker, the Cricut Explorer 2 and the other Explore family machines. So if you've got an older machine, it can actually be used on those machines as well. The only machine it can't be used on is the Cricut Joy. So if you're familiar with foils and you've seen other competitors using foils, Cricut's foils do not work with heat, they actually work with pressure. So you don't have any kind of nasty cables or any risk of burning yourself or anything like that with foils, but you get the same amazing foil effect, but it uses pressure from the machine. This new system will be integrated into Design Space, and I'll show you how that works a little bit later in the video. But how it works is it now has a new housing tool, much like the fine point blade and the roller blade and other mechanisms that go into the machine. It has a foil housing. So in this housing will be fine, medium and bold sort of tips, and that's what helps to get that foil line effect. So you might be wondering what materials this will work on. So for launch, we know that it will work on paper, cardstock, and like leather sheets as well. And there's so many things that you could do with this. You could put it on notebooks, you can make name cards or name tags, you could do gift tags for presents, cards, little gift boxes, you could do wedding invitations. Like there's so much you can do with foiling effects, and especially using it on cardstock, you can then use it and then cut out shapes so you can make 3D items and all sorts. So there's a lot you can do with the foils. So that's enough rambling from me about the facts and how it works. I'm now going to show you the kits that are available at launch and what you get in them and the retail prices and that kind of thing. So when you're getting started, the best kit I would say to go for would be this one, and this is the foil transfer kit. And what you'll get in this is your housing with 3 tips in fine, medium and bold, your foil transfer sheets in gold and silver, and then you get 12 sheets and some tape, and this is to tape the foil sheets onto your mats, which I'll come to again in a little while. And then it just says 3-in-1 tool for stunning foil effects on a variety of projects, interchangeable fine, medium and bold tips, hassle-free application and no heat required, polished, long-lasting results. And this will retail around $39.99. I'm not sure about the US UK price differences, but I will leave links below to where you can purchase this. It should be available at launch on all retailers of Cricut, so like Amazon, Hobbycraft or your usual provider. And then of course repeat materials and buying materials for your foiling. So you can get these gold and silver foil transfer sheets, and you get 8 sheets within each pack. They are 12 inches by 12 inches, which is kind of your standard square mat size. You'll also get some of the tape in these as well that are all cut to size, ready to use. And then there is the foil transfer sheets jewel sampler. I absolutely love the colours in this. There is a green, purple and blue kind of jewel colour, and these are going to be gorgeous. I just can't wait to try these sort of coloured ones out. And in this you get 24, and they are 4 by 6 inch, so obviously a lot smaller in size, but they are great for like name tags and like smaller projects. But make sure you go and have a look when you check out this video, because there will be new collection drops and things like that. So quick note before I show you how it works, you might be thinking, well, what does this even look like? What does it mean to do foiling? If you're new to sort of any foiling crafts, then here are a couple of examples that I made. I did a gorgeous little name tag for my friend's birthday. Again, you can see I've personalised it, so you can do this on your Design Space. And I used 2 colours of foils, which just goes to show how lovely it looks when it's layered up. And then another project I did was this amazing framed artwork, which I just think looks lovely on the black card, especially that silver just really pops. And this is my star sign, so I did a Taurus frame. So I'm going to show you a couple of examples of projects that you can do just like these with a name tag and a framed piece of work as well. So to start off with, you want to place your cardstock on your mat. And then to prepare your foil sheets, just cut the foil sheet to size. And then the tape that's included in your packs, you want to use that to make sure the foil is as tight as possible. So when placing it on, it kind of picks up the foil sheet and you can see it there. And then just pull it as taut and tight as possible as you can on the mat. Tape it on all 4 sides as well, just to make sure that it's really nice and tight and there's no creases or anything like that. So once your mat is prepped, we can move on to the design space. So just a heads up, Foils only works on desktop design space at the moment. So we're going to go on to images and search for star signs. And then on the left hand side you'll see there's something called art type, which is a really cool feature where you can organise and select your different line types. And for foils it's recommended that you use a draw only line type. So I've selected draw only, and this gives me loads and loads and loads of options, great for foils. So I can scroll down and select something that I want to use. So actually Cricut has been adding thousands of amazing line drawings onto the design space, so I highly recommend getting yourself a subscription to the monthly thing, which gives you access to everything. And then yeah, I selected this one, which is a Cancer star sign. Insert that into your design space. And because I knew the size of my cardstock, I just resized this using that little arrow on the bottom right, and you can drag it and choose the size that you want. So this is the fun bit. On the top left where it says line type, you want to select from the drop down menu the foils option, and I'm going to show you this in just a second. Just resizing my image. So here is the line type tool. You want to click that down, and at the bottom you'll see foil. You'll see that there's fine, medium and bold selection there. That corresponds to the different housing tips that comes within the kit. So there is 3 different sizes that you would put in your foil housing. So it's really important that you select whether it's fine, medium or bold that you want to be making, because this is what it will prompt you to put into your machine when it comes to making it. Also, another really important note is selecting the colour of your foils. I'm selecting silver because I'm working with a silver foil. And again, this is just a great thing to do because of the amazing pop-ups that come up when you're actually ready to cut it. Because the software is designed so that when it comes to changing the tip and taking off the foil sheet, it will instruct you to do so with an amazing graphic that will match the colour that you're using. So you can go ahead and press make it. Now you'll see your mat come up, and I'm just going to move my image so that it's in the central point of where my cardstock is on the mat, and I'm just doing this by eye. So now it will prompt you to select your base material. So I'm using a light cardstock, so I'm just going to select that. And once you've selected it, these little graphics will come up to show you exactly what you need. So you need to put your 3 line tip into the clamp B and your foil on your base material as shown in these little graphics. And then that's it, you're pretty much ready to go. So here is how you put your tip inside the housing tool. So you place it in like that. It's really that easy, honestly. It's got like a magnet to it as well, so it kind of clips itself in. You open up clamp B in your machine, and then you just want to pop that in as so. Important! Make sure you move your star wheels out of the way of your design, because these will come up on the foil if you don't move them. So now you can load in your mat. You can see that I've prepped my foil on my cardstock, and then the machine will prompt you to feed in your mat, and then the C will flash because it's ready to go. So it took about 6 minutes for this to do this design, and once it's done you can get it out of your machine and carefully peel away the foil sheet. Now you can reuse the foil sheet, but it is subject to wear and tear, but I like to cut off the pieces that haven't been scored onto my backing cards because you can reuse them little pieces of scrap. Moving on to the next design, I'm just prepping my mat with some mint green cardstock and some gold foil. Now I'm inserting an image as before. with a drawer only, and I'm just searching some flowers to see what I can use on the design space. There's lots of lovely things to choose from, so I just chose a really cute botanical flower that was already on Design Space. So I resized it to how I want it. I selected foil, and for this one I wanted to have a medium gold foil line. And then I'm going to insert a rectangular shape, and this is going to be the cardstock so that it cuts it out and makes it into a little tag. So this is a great way to make sort of tags or name cards or anything like that. And then insert another shape, a little circle, and if you place that over the rectangle, we can slice it away from the rectangle so that it actually cuts a little hole. Select both of those layers. I'm just aligning them central to make sure that it's central to the square. Select both again and then click slice. And what you'll see is this creates 3 different layers. Just remove those little circles and delete them. And you're left with a rectangle that's got a little cut hole in it like that. And then just move your flower design forward so that it sits on top just like that. And then we're going to insert some text. So for this, I'm going to make it for my friend's baby shower, so I'm just writing some personalised text in there. Once you've got your text, you can go through and select a font that you like the look of. Make sure that it's a single layer if you can, but you'll see in a second how it changes it when you select it as a foil. Have a little play with the spacing of your letters and things like that. So once you select foil, what you'll see is that the line type will change into a kind of outline font. So I'll show you again with this one. Select foil, select bold, and select gold. And there we go, you can kind of see exactly how it's going to look with the foiling. It's really exciting. Once you have your layers where you want them, select all of them and right click and press attach. That makes the design attach all of the layers in one space so that when it comes to the foiling and cutting the tag, it does it all in one place, and the system will alert you to change the tools so it stays all in one place, and I'll show you that now. So select light cardstock again, and here you go, it will say that you need to put in the 2 line tip into the clamp B tool and then the gold foil on top there. So I'm just changing over that 3 line tip to the 2, and you can see it's really easy to do that, and just pop it in your B clamp. So it will work its way through that foiling first, and then it will alert you, do not unload the mat. It's important that you do not do that. You want to move over to your 3 line tip before you unload the mat. It's really important that you do that. So we're going to pop that in, and then we can press the C button and it will continue along with the design. So once it's done your foiling, another alert will come up and it will say to load your fine point blade into your clamp. Do not unload your mat at any point in this process. So once it's in there, it will detect the tool and it will be ready to go, so you can start cutting out the outer edge of your tag. Make sure to remove the foil sheet. And I actually made a boo-boo. My cardstock got stuck to my mat, so I had to redo it with a lighter grip mat and a heavier cardstock. You live and learn, people, you live and learn. But here we go, here's the finished design. It looks really beautiful. That gold on that mint green is just so lovely. I think you can all agree a foiling effect just looks so beautiful on any make. And here they are, here are the finished projects. Lots of amazing things that you could do with this, whether it's cards, wall art, tags. To be honest, there's so much you can do, but this is just a few examples of lovely little things that you can make. It. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed seeing my introduction to the Cricut Foil Transfer system. It is an exciting new thing to get stuck into and to make your project shine, and I'm just so excited to add this to lots of my makes going forward. So if you want to get your hands on some of this, then I'll leave some links in the description box below, and let me know in the comments if you're going to make some projects using the foil. I can't wait to see all of your ideas and to hear all about your makes using foil. It's very exciting indeed. So yeah, I hope you enjoy it, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in if you've watched this far, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!